Welcome to picturesque Boise, Idaho, a perfect evening for college football. And yes, as you know, the field is blue, and it is also electrified because tonight, the Boise State Broncos open another season at Albertson Stadium. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see a team from the Pac-12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a team from the AAC, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football. Bruins will get this season underway as toe meets leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Boise State's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
Wants to throw on second down. He looks that one in nicely. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Broncos will snap it on 1st and 10. Got his man quickly. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And now on second down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. And the Broncos headed quickly to the line. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. He picks it up, still on his feet.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Makes the catch and he's brought down. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Scanning the field, it's Garbers. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. Not going to risk a return here. Calls for the fair catch and makes it just around the 30-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks. The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. After the second down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Genty. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. The Broncos are rolling down the field. Looking to move it through the air. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He makes the grab. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. From the 25-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Leaves it with the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking downfield, it's Garbers. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. The Bruins will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The give to the tailback. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. They'll snap it from the 47 on 1st down. Power football with the run. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying to surprise him with the pass. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking to throw for it. Quickly complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. Running back goes in motion. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete.
But we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into the lead.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open.
Got enough space. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Boise State.
The screen game is such a big part of this offense. A nice job by the quarterback holding on to it until the last possible second, and the O-line getting downfield, picking up their blocks. They make it about as easy as they can for this running back to find the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of those top 15 teams who did battle today. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. We'll see a lot of games this week, but few will have as much of an impact on the new top 25 poll next week as this one, gentlemen.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking to throw, it's Garbers. Quick strike complete. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one. And the Bruins want to pick up the tempo. Looking to throw on third. And it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Broncos! What a great play by the defense of paying it off with the interception return.
And we're going to talk about the guy who caught that and returned it for the touchdown. But how about the pressure on the quarterback? You've got to get ways to be physical with him and make him uncomfortable. Nice job hitting him as he's throwing with the football. And then, obviously, the interception and 6 points.
PAT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick six. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the running back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, it looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock it free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying to rip and tug away and get that ball out of your hands. The QB will learn from this play. He's got to do a better job with his fundamentals.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. On second down, he'll let it fly. Makes the catch. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Wants to throw on third down. Looking for the score. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone. And on fourth down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points on the board.
That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Broncos. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick-6. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Dropping back, it's Garbers. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down. We'll see if they go back to the air after the incompletion. It's 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Bruins will line up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. They'll give it to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. They'll go right back to the run. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. He's up to 55 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. Fires downfield. And he's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been up to speed. His 3rd interception. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep getting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, and try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to that half.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He's going to try to knock one through from 49 yards away. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over, and while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. And he's going to bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Boise State ready to send out that offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Nice move to stay on his feet. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. He leaves it with his back. Defense closed down quickly after a gain of 3. They'll mark it at the 32. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Running back searching for a hole. They stop him cold. Maybe gets a yard to the 34. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. He's looking to throw. They're setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a 1st down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. He wants to throw. Fires to the big fella. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. 3rd and short from the 49. Is this 4-down territory? From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They're going to send out the field goal unit, and that kicker will have to launch a rocket. As we reach the 2-minute warning, they'll need to try to get a stop to keep this thing from getting out of hand. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. After the missed field goal, hey, could be worse. They're still up by 21.
UCLA 3.
UCLA will go back to work on offense. They find themselves in a pretty deep hole here, but maybe a chance to grab a little momentum and regroup at halftime.
Yeah, a big chance. Like this is an opportunity. This is the biggest opportunity in front of them in the game right now. You got to get some points on the board. You got to create something positive, Jesse. There hasn't been a whole lot to be positive about in the 1st half.
If I'm playing quarterback, I'm locating my go-to guy at receiver. Who can I count on one-on-one to go and make me a play? Maybe even one-on-2. Who can go up, catch the ball, get us some yards, and get us some points?
Good enough for a 1st down.
This 1st half of offense won't go on the highlight reel so far, but starting to get things moving, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw, it's Garbers. Floats it out in space. And he's going to lose yardage. He was looking everywhere for just a little grass and a little air, and none to be found. That's caught. It's Harden. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Coming after him. And a little too much adrenaline on that throw never gave his receiver a chance. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Two very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Cal took its show on the road, and they'll be packing a big old W in their bags for the trip back to Berkeley. Never underestimate the importance of a road win and how it can impact a team's trajectory. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And he takes this from inside the 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Yeah, and sometimes the coverage is just great, and as a quarterback, you throw the football away or don't try to force it too tight into a window, and you just say, hey, defense won that rep, good coverage.
Wide open downfield. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Broncos with the 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Fires to the tight end. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. And they'll come to the line just needing a few chain links for a first down. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. The Broncos in the hurry-up. Got to save every precious second, and the spike stops the clock. They're about to run a dirty half-dozen plays on this drive. He's looking for a man on second down. Pressure coming. And it's incomplete. It was wild, high and wide on that one. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
A loss of 5 yards on the play. Offense facing 4th down.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
That's the end of the first half.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Boise to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And it'd be easy to say these two offenses are glad we've hit halftime based on their respective performances. It would also be accurate. Turnovers and sacks have told the story so far. And you gotta believe the play calling has been the issue, right? Time to shred those game plans and just get back to basics. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Albertson Stadium.
All lined up and ready to go for a great second half ahead. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass, it's Garbers. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this 3rd down, or else they are really in trouble. He's looking downfield to throw. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. And the Bruins will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. On the move, it's Genty. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They'll run it from the gun. Hauled down at the 38-yard line and a big pickup of 15 yards there. He's piled up 87 yards rushing, and this offense wanted to establish the ground game, and man, have they started the season right in that regard. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He's looking to throw. He's right on target. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Snap from the gun on third down. It's complete. Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Broncos are on the move. Here's the handoff. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They go to the ground. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Setting up the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. A first down run on the doorstep. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there. After this long of a drive, you have to cap it off with a touchdown, and here comes 3rd and goal. Fires to the end zone. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. The 50, the 40, past the 20. Touchdown, Bruins! How about that D coming up with a play like that?
I love this free safety and how he plays center field, and oftentimes he's able to bait QBs into bad decisions. He did it right there. Made the quarterback think he was dropping one way, put his foot in the ground, got in front of that pass, and then showed you the wheels, returning it for a touchdown.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And after making the extra point, they're down 24-13. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive throwing a pick 6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. Single back formation, and they give it to him. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. Give him 114 yards rushing now here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. They're going to go right back to him on first down. Showed off just about every move in the book, except the forward move. Stopped for a short gain. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Got his man on the outside. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. They're looking at a 3rd down and short from the 33. Unloads to the wideout. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Man, that is how you get it done as a defense when you're playing cover 1. Like, you got the middle of the field safety, but everybody else is manning up. Nice job running with this guy, seeing the football, breaking on it, making the interception, making the big play for this defense.
The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Bruins racing to the line in the hurry-up.
How about the defensive end understanding football, understanding that I got to keep outside contained. I'm responsible for the quarterback. Good job playing his responsibility. And how about getting that sucker on the ground? He's a pretty good athlete to be able to corral him, tackle him right in the middle of the field, and get him to the ground.
Back to throw, it's Garbers. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down, but hold everything. There is a flag. Let's see what that's about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field, using the quick game. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
Man, it's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The give out of the gun. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines. Not his best work. Boise State ready to send out that offense. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. To throw, it's Garbers. He's got his man across the middle. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Off the play fake. It's complete to the left. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. The Bruins trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. Touchdown, UCLA! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
They're going to go ahead and go for 2 here and try to make it a field goal game. Wants to pass. He's got it. 2-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
24, UCLA, 21.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front seven on defense, it's going to be tough.
And they're trying to dig out of the hole on 2nd and long from the 9. Give to the running back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
A huge pickup on the play. Coming up.
He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. That's the end of the quarter, and Boise State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. UCLA will go back to work on offense. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part, Jesse. This offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Back to pass, it's Garbers. Getting some heat. Not the type of accuracy you typically see from this senior quarterback. This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to get to it. And the Bruins will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stopped. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Gets it out fast.
Yeah, I don't know defensively if you want to keep giving this guy that much cushion, because when he gets the ball in space, he's able to shake all these defenders and turns a 5-yard completion into a first down.
There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to the big tight end. A strike downfield. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
Stumbled to the ground. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Houston is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Kansas State. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Handoff from the shotgun. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. The Bruins will hustle to the line. Back to throw, it's Garbers. A little screen to the running back.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You've got to take shots offensively.
They're bringing heat. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
This quarterback is thinking to himself, I need to get an NIL deal at some restaurant so I can take my offensive line out and feed them more, because I don't think they like me very much right now. I've been sacked 6 times in this game. It's time to get that new NIL deal paycheck.
And the Bruins will punt this one away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return, it's Genty. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Boise State ready to send out that offense. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. He's looking to throw it. Fires left. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end.
And tight ends aren't just line up and block guys. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
Release to the back. Caught near the sideline. It's Genty. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this hop-in with a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Quarterback moving. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down. This offense has done a good job on this drive, taking time off the clock as they come up on 2nd down. Shakes off the defender. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Back to the ground with the running back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect.
You know, it's funny, in an age when there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Quick completion on the out. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. Good start to this drive, and they'll need much more if they're going to give them a finish.
They need a ton more of this, but you got to start the drives great. The first play needs to be really good. That was a good start. Now we got to keep building on it, and we got to do it in a hurry.
Back to throw, it's Garbers. Unloads to the wideout. A beautifully placed ball to the outside, and the toe drag for the big pickup. The Bruins moving quickly to the line.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right.
Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Grab behind the line. It's Harden. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. The stop, the start, the juke, everything in the bag as he gets to the 29. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. On the ground, it's Genty. Tackled, but he has a 1st down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. They'll leave it with the lone back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The give to the back. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. To the ground with the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. UCLA will go back to work on offense. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. This time it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Dropping back, it's Garbers. Got his man downfield. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that.
On the play. That's a 1st down for the offense.
They'll throw it on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Sturdivant. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set.
Brings up 2nd down.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. You know, there's no real reason to panic, but if you think about it, when does panicking ever really help? But certainly this was a bitterly disappointing outcome.
And you can look at a lot of different statistics, and I know we tend to overcomplicate college football these days, but guys, at the end of the day, it comes down to 2 very simple things. You can't turn the ball over, and you can't have penalties. You do those things, David, and it'll beat you every time.
That's the difference between winning and losing. It's the small things, but find those things that you need to improve on. Keep working on them. Keep developing. Those things you do well, dude, let's do those. Let's do more of those things more consistent.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.